That's the very famous Arc de Triomph here in Paris, France. And we thought it would be a good day to look at this monument because quite soon the United States will have its own arch, which is supposed to be even bigger than this one. Against the wishes of most Americans, this article in today's Washington Post suggests that Donald Trump's plans to build a giant memorial arch in Washington, D.C. are pushing ahead. What can go wrong when the man in charge of the project decorated his office like this? Or was in charge of building this casino? Trump is modeling his arch after the famous Arc de Triomph in Paris. You know, of course, that Donald Trump will have to outdo the French version in regard to size. The height of the Paris arch is 162.5 feet. Trump's arch is planned to be almost exactly 50% taller at 250 feet. Don't get the idea that the Paris arch is small. In person, it is huge. Look at these early photos of the arch on the occasion of Victor Hugo's funeral in 1885. We'll zoom in and you can see how tiny these people at the foot of the arch look in comparison to the structure. The Paris arch was commissioned by Napoleon in 1806 and took 30 years to complete. Artistically and as a memorial, it is a true masterpiece, memorializing French wars and soldiers. There's even an unknown soldier from World War I buried under the arch, his grave marked with an eternal flame dedicated to all French people who've died in combat. Trump wants his arch built by the time he leaves office, probably to make sure it is adorned with his name and likeness. At the planned size, it will be far larger than the Lincoln Memorial or the Washington Monument. It will overlook Arlington National Cemetery, giving Donald Trump a commanding presence over the final resting places of more than 400,000 American heroes, including past presidents, civil rights leaders, explorers and pioneers, and brave soldiers who never used bone spurs as an excuse to avoid sacrifice and service to their country. He plans it to be an eternal and unavoidable celebration of himself. Finally, what we haven't heard much about is how much this arch will cost. No matter how many hundreds of millions of dollars this project will take, the Trump economy has made sure that the money will be needed more by poor, disadvantaged, and otherwise struggling Americans.